Hi, I'm Darby Hayes. I currently go to Utah Valley University, currently studying architecture, and right now I'm just doing an experiment for my physics class, and we're exploring Bernoulli's principle. Bernoulli's principle focuses on the increased speed in a fluid, and it states that an increase in the speed of a fluid occurs simultaneously with a decrease in pressure or a decrease in the fluid's potential energy. So really, in simple terms, as within a fluid, as the pressure or the movement of that fluid increases, the pressure of that fluid slowly decreases because of the energy that's going into it, expanding the fluid. So the fluid is more of a low pressure compared to it as when it's in a still position. And so we're going to explore that with just some common household items that you can find pretty much anywhere, at least in every college dorm, because you just need a box of Cheerios, a bowl of water, and a cup of water. Simple as that. So let me show you what we're going to get ourselves into here. So here's my bowl of water, here's the cup of water, and here are my beautiful 2 Cheerios. So all we need to do is to put these 2 Cheerios about 2 inches apart from each other inside the bowl. Now they can just float around a little bit, and the key is as we pour this water into the bowl, we're going to create a lower pressure in the center between these 2 Cheerios. So the key is to have a steady stream and to be moving at a speed that will create that low pressure zone. And as you do it, oh shucks, the 2 Cheerios moved. We got this. So we're going to pour it in, and as you see, because of that low pressure zone, the 2 Cheerios fused together and immediately drew into each other. And so I drew up a little diagram to help us kind of understand what's going on with this experiment, especially since both of these are clear liquids, so we can't really see what's going on too much. So, oh hey, how's it going? So here we have our bowl, and here are little 2 Cheerios floating around on top of that water. And here's that cup of water as we demonstrated. So what the key is, as you take that cup of water and pour it in between those 2 Cheerios, the speed of the water actually increases and expands that water to create more of a low pressure zone, creating a less dense liquid. And this is kind of similar to how like oil floats on top of water. And so when oil floats on top of water because it's a lower density. And because the speed and the energy we're adding to that water, we're creating a low pressure zone right here. And since the water here is still, it's not moving, it creates these high pressure zones that push the water more towards the center of the bowl. And as the water pours down, creating that vacuum in the center of this bowl, you're having 2 Cheerios float directly towards the center because you have this kind of like vacuum straight in the center. So this is an experiment of Bernoulli's, just kind of what Bernoulli's principle is focusing on. And so this happens anywhere from like a hot air balloon to even like flying an airplane. And you can see that they create those low pressure zones with the high pressure zones. So a hot air balloon is a great example that kind of creates the same experiment, but you have the hotter air, which is, since it has more energy, it becomes less dense, and as the molecules move away from each other. And so that air, the balloon slowly inflates, creating pressure, causing it to want to float up, creating this buoyancy effect. And so as the hot air balloon rises, it eventually reaches the point where it kind of creates this equilibrium between the air, the density of the air, and the density of the air inside the hot air balloon. So this is the same with this experiment. You can try this with making your own little hot air balloon or just something as simple as this. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful time. And thank you for watching, Professor.